Fantastic Four First Steps is directed by Matt Shakman, the man behind WandaVision, and is fittingly Marvel's fourth attempt at bringing this family to the big screen. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer. Yes, there was a 1990s attempt at a Fantastic Four movie. I'm well aware of it. But when the first two big Fantastic Four movies came out, the ones directed by Tim Story, this was right in the middle of Spider-Man and X-Men and Batman Begins and this resurgence of superhero cinema. The MCU hadn't quite begun yet. And we got another Fantastic Four movie in the 2010s, sometimes referred to as Fant4stick due to the styling of the title on the poster. The MCU has been a bit up and down as of late. Over the past few years, I really liked the most recent Spider-Man movie, I like Shang-Chi, I like Deadpool and Wolverine, and I also liked Thunderbolts. But this most recent attempt at bringing the Fantastic Four to the big screen is a very interesting endeavor on Marvel's part because this film is not connected to any of the other previously existing films or television shows. It takes place on Earth 828. It has nothing to do with the Avengers we know, and it doesn't require knowledge of any of the previous stories to understand or enjoy the film, and so for that reason alone, this feels like a massive breath of fresh air. It doesn't feel like I had to do any homework to watch this movie. And the retro-futurist style, the very 1960s style that you might have seen in things like The Jetsons, really makes this look different visually from pretty much every MCU movie. It doesn't have that common color palette that we see throughout the MCU. It looks very, very unique to its own self, and it doesn't feel like it's being hampered by whatever rules they may have given to other MCU properties. Yes, there's action sequences, there's a fight with a big baddie, there's jokes and witty banter and things that you expect to see in a movie like this. But, at least in presentation alone, this feels completely different from other MCU films, and for that reason, I really respected it. It's also an hour and 55 minutes, and keep in mind, that's with credits and everything, so this movie feels like it goes by quickly. It doesn't feel like you're sitting there forever watching some needlessly bloated, epic thing that just goes on and on and on. It feels like it's the perfect runtime. Pedro Pascal is excellent as Reed Richards. This feels like something I haven't seen him do before, because this role purposefully denies him of some of his signature charisma, because he's the type of person that is so smart, so much so that other people on the team, like Sue Storm, played by Vanessa Kirby, can look at him and go, "Oh, you're so cute how you're using your brain right there, and didn't realize how crazy that thing you just said was." He's really good in the movie. Vanessa Kirby is even better. She is excellent here. So much of the emotional crux of the movie revolves around her character and a decision that she makes alongside Reed Richards that propels the movie into a somewhat darker and emotional space. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm is really good too. He's just that right mix of kind of a jerk but a lovable jerk and somebody who actually has quite a bit of skill as well. He's not just a hothead, no pun intended. But Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, is probably my favorite character in the film. I think they got him really, really right. And I have a soft spot for Michael Chiklis' portrayal in the original two films. But this is a really smart version of this character because, yeah, he's got the whole clobbering time thing. He wants to punch stuff. But he's really more of like a homebody. He loves cooking and wants to be a chef. He loves kids. And he's just a really likable big rock man. For that reason, I thought they did a really great job here with that character. It is the family dynamic that works so well here. This film does go beyond your typical like action scene, every other scene thing that MCU films seem to be obsessed with, and really does spend quite a bit of time, quality time, with these characters, building up their lives, the stakes that are against this massive force that's coming towards Earth, and making it all feel relatable and grounded by making it about family. You know, the Fast and the Furious way. Speaking of that threat, Galactus. This is easily a character that could be super cheesy and just not work, but I think they did a great job of capturing the scope and the scale and the grandeur of this gigantic being that is going to just kind of flick Earth like a marble, like one of the aliens at the end of Men in Black. I think what they did with him is probably the most relatable they could have done. Julia Garner as Silver Surfer, also fantastic. The entire cast all around is really, really strong here. And I like the things they did with Silver Surfer quite a bit here. There are two standout action sequences, one of them involving her, that is so much fun. An early one involving this really long escape through space, once I thought it ended and I was like, that was really, and then it kept going and it was very, very impressive. And Michael Giacchino's score, wall to wall, is awesome. I will definitely be listening to it again. That guy is the gift that keeps on giving. I have loved his scores for as long as I can remember. He is so, so talented, and the score here is fittingly fantastic. This is, I think, exactly what the MCU needed. Thunderbolts was pretty fun. But this feeling so different and so unique and so of its own thing is really going to allow other films, I hope, the breathing room to also do the same thing. So definitely check this one out in theaters. It is a pretty good Marvel movie. I had a really good time with it. Also, if you live in San Diego, California, or you're going there for Comic-Con, I hope to see you there, because I'm going to be there on a panel called The Next Wave of Horror, luckily sitting alongside some immensely talented people who also have neon releases in the horror genre for the rest of this year, namely Osgood Perkins, who has his film Keeper. Also on the panel, Tatiana Maslany, and Michael Shanks, the director of Together, and his stars, Alison Brie and Dave Franco. And I'll be there as well talking about Shelby Oaks, and if you're in the room, you're going to see some really cool exclusive stuff, and I am so excited to be there. That is going to be on Friday, July 25th. I hope to see you there. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to start the next few months of really exciting things that are going to be shared. This is what I've been waiting for ever since I was a kid, and it's starting. I'm very, very, very excited to be sharing some of this stuff with you guys. And thank you so much, as always, for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.